On this piece, I'm starting with the 400 grit polishing papers, and you can see that I really don't have that much cleanup to do because of the way that I applied the patina. It puddled more in the recesses, which is right where I wanted it, and left my high spots fairly clean. There's a little haze on it, so I'm going to start with my 400 grit to get that off. And I could continue with my polishing papers and go through all the grits to get a hand polish, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Fordham for this. This is going to make much quicker work of it. And just like the papers, I run through all the grits. But on the bristle discs, on the 3M bristle discs, the grits are a little bit different than they are with the paper. On this one, I'm going to start with a 400, then I'm going to move to a 1,000, and then a 3,000, and then finally a pumice for a final polish. A Fordham hand tool is a professional grade tool. This is something that jewelers all over the world use, and it is a fantastic machine. It's got a very strong motor. It lasts forever. I have one that I've had for over 15 years and it's still going strong. Fordhams are one of those tools that you'll never regret buying. It's top quality. It's going to last you forever. It works great. It won't let you down. You're going to be very, very happy with it. On the other hand, there are some rotary hand tools out there that I really do not recommend for jewelry work. They just don't have the power. One of those is a Dremel. A Dremel's a nice little tool for some things, but it's not at all built for jewelry work. And it burns out right away. The motors just cannot handle the level of power that are required to do jewelry work. Another one that has been a big letdown are the Chinese imported versions. They come in kind of anonymous black boxes and they have no brand name on them, and these two have very small motors that do not stand up to the rigors of jewelry work. Black & Decker makes a rotary hand tool with a flex shaft that actually has a motor that's twice the size of the Dremel and really does stand up to jewelry work. It's a nice little tool. I've actually seen this at Target for around $60, which is really a good price. I've seen it elsewhere for $90, so if you can find one of those, that's a pretty good alternative to a Fordham if you didn't want to invest in a professional grade machine. And whether or not I've polished by hand or with my rotary hand tool, the final step is to give my piece a good polish with a polishing cloth. This is an anti-tarnish polishing cloth. It has a tarnish inhibitor in it. And I want to get all the fingerprints off of here because the fingerprints will start tarnishing first. And I'm happy with this piece, but what if I didn't like it? What if I wasn't happy with the colors? Maybe I needed something blacker or wanted something more colorful. Well, there's an easy way to remove the patina. Here I'm just burning it off with my torch. This is an easy way to do it if the piece is all fine silver. If there's any sterling silver in it, there's a different way that we should do this. But for something where it's just precious metal clay, the easy, quick way is just to heat it up with a torch. If there's gemstones embedded in here that were fired in place, they're going to be okay for this process as well because we used heat in the first place to center this and the stone survived. But warm the stone up slowly, circle around the outside of it first before you hit it directly with the heat to avoid thermal shock. The front side of this is taking longer than it will for the back because of that deep texture, and it takes a while for it to clean out of all those deep recesses. Now look what's happening on the back. I turn this over and just the moment that I hit it with the flame, the tarnish is disappearing. On a piece with sterling silver, I really don't want to hit this with a torch because I'm going to end up with fire scale. I could fire coat it first, but you know, it's just easier to pickle it off. Pickling is another option for removing tarnish. I mixed up some of our silver prep in a pan, heated it up, put this piece in, and in less than a minute it's perfectly clean. And you can see that both of these pieces now are ready to patina again. This is what the liver of sulfur looks like after a couple of hours. Liver of sulfur degrades immediately in the presence of light, air, and water. So when we mix it up, it's starting to degrade already, and it will change from a bright yellow to a milky white. But mixing this up fresh and using it immediately, you'll have plenty of time to work with it. I don't see any point in keeping this on a hot plate to keep it warm. You're going to be doing your patina operations very, very quickly. It's in and out, in and out. You've seen it work. It works in just a matter of seconds. And you probably noticed that as I was applying this patina, I was making no effort to protect my fingers. There's just no danger in touching this material. Sulfur is a natural element, and if you've ever been to a mineral hot springs, sulfur is the thing that you smell, and it's also the thing that makes your skin feel so soft and silky. They use it in a dog wash for when a dog has mange, it clears that right up. And you can also use it on your own skin if you have skin conditions. Sulfur is also a plant fertilizer, so once it's degraded to the point where it's white, take it and pour it on your tomato plants, your vegetables, your indoor plants, and you'll have not only some nice patinas, you'll have some good healthy green plants.